Greetings everyone. In this video we're going to unbox the MacBook Air M5. We'll take a look at the physical characteristics and we'll go over the specifications to see what's changed. Then we'll see how some apps perform and we'll take a look at AI graphics rendering to see how faster it is compared to last year's M4. Now the MacBook Air, same as last year, comes in 4 colors: sky blue, silver, starlight, and midnight. And this MacBook Air M5 is the 32GB of RAM model with a 1TB hard drive, and the color is silver. And I should mention that the midnight color is a favorite of mine, but it does attract quite a few fingerprints compared to the other 3 colors. So just keep that in mind. So now that we broke the seals on the back, we're going to lift the cover off the box, and there it is, the MacBook Air M5. This is the 13-inch model. There's a 15-inch model as well. It's a little heavier, a little bigger, but I advise you to check out my other video as well on the 13-inch versus the 15-inch to see which one works for you. But the 13-inch model is the travel king. It's very light, it's very small, yet the screen is still a good enough size at 13.6 inches. And we're going to take the rest of this wrapping off right here to expose the silver color. This is the bottom of the MacBook Air. And I like the way Apple designed the rubber feet on the bottom. They're slim enough to give proper airflow into the laptop, but it won't be hard to pull your laptop out of a backpack. So on the left side for ports, we have one MagSafe 3 charge port, and we have 2 Thunderbolt 4/USB-C ports. And you can also use either one of those Thunderbolt/USB-C ports to charge your laptop, or you can connect it to your monitor. A lot of monitors will charge your laptop as well. So we'll take a look at the back of the laptop. There's a little bit of air venting underneath there that you can see under the hinge. And then on the right side, we have one 3.5mm headphone jack with advanced support for high impedance headphones. And then on the front side, we have the notch cutout there, so it's easy for your fingers to go in there and open the display, unlike a lot of other laptops. And then under the hood, we have the M5 chip with a 10-core CPU with 4 super cores and 6 efficiency cores. 8 cores to start off with, but up to a 10-core GPU. New for this year, it has neural accelerators, which we're going to test, and it has hardware accelerated ray tracing. And we have the 16-core neural engine, and new for this year, 153 gigabits per second memory bandwidth, which last year was 120 gigabits per second. And then storage options are starting off with 512 gigabytes. Which is new as the default this year, where last year it was 256 gigabytes. You are paying $100 more for the entry-level model, but you are getting twice the disk space. There's also 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, and new for this year, 4 terabyte. So the MacBook Air is now positioned as the middle model for the MacBooks, now that we have the MacBook Neo as the entry-level product. And the MacBook Air is quite a high-quality product, I will say. It's thin and light, has a really great screen, great keyboard, great large trackpad. So we'll set it down and remove the protective paper from the display here, the backlit keyboard. So for the display, it's a 13.6-inch diagonal liquid retina display, 2560 by 1664 pixels, 500 nits brightness, wide color P3, and True Tone technology. So we'll take a closer look at the keyboard and everything. Nice backlighting on this. Really nice trackpad, which has a glass layer on top, which is nice. And the screen, of course, doesn't get washed out when you look at it. Definitely a high quality screen. And we'll take a look at the dimensions and see how heavy this is. And so the height with the display open is about 7.5 to 8 inches high. The width is 11.97 inches. The depth is 8.46 inches. And the weight is 2.7 pounds. For the built-in display camera, we have a 12 megapixel center stage camera with support for desk view, and the camera is capable of 1080p HD video recording. And for speakers, we have a 4-speaker sound system with support for spatial audio when playing music or video with Dolby Atmos on built-in speakers. We have a 3-mic array with directional beamforming. So we'll take a look at what's in the box. And in the box, we have some minimalist instructions. We have the power adapter, which is really small these days, and a braided USB-C to MagSafe 3 cable. And for battery and charging, we have up to 15 hours wireless web, up to 18 hours video streaming, an integrated 53.8 watt-hour lithium polymer battery. It comes with a 40-watt dynamic power adapter with 60-watt max and is capable of fast charging with a 70-watt power adapter or higher USB PD power source. And it just amazes me how small these power adapters are, because I see on the PC side they still look like pretty big bricks to me. But yeah, amazing. And this is the 40-watt power adapter. We'll take a look at this, the way it's designed. Very slim for travel. And the two prongs just pop out in classic Apple fashion. And it even has grooves on the side for your fingers to make it easier to plug it in and to unplug it from the wall. Then we'll take a look at the braided cable and the MagSafe 3 charger and the USB-C on the other end. Definitely good to have if you want to spare your Thunderbolt/USB-C ports for something else. We'll take a look at the minimalist instructions. Of course, you bought a Mac, so of course you don't need a lot of instructions to get yourself started. But we'll take a look at this, and it's helpful nonetheless, especially if you're new to Mac. And it shows you where the Touch ID power button is. You'd be amazed that people don't know where that is. Even shows you some of the menu items there. Shows you where the headphone jack is, the MagSafe 3 charging port, Thunderbolt 4/USB-C 4 ports. And then new for this year for wireless, we have Wi-Fi 7 instead of Wi-Fi 6, and we have Bluetooth 6 instead of Bluetooth 5.3. So it's kind of future-proofing there for the next few years. So now we're going to go through the setup really quick, and I'm going to select my iPhone to set it up with, and we'll pair it, and we'll get through these prompts here. Put in my password, and it's connecting to my iCloud account. And then it turns on Find My automatically, and then we're going through the Apple Intelligence prompts, adding my fingerprint, and here we are, we're at the desktop. So the setup was pretty quick, and now I'm just going to launch the web browser. I'm going to see how quick the web is on this, just seeing how quickly these YouTube videos load and play. And so far it does seem slightly faster than the M4 to me, launching Keynote and Numbers and Pages, and those all seem pretty quick. And then checking out the weather app and the map, which can be quite taxing on the graphics, and then going to weather.com, which can also be taxing and everything with the ads and all that on your web browser, but it seems pretty zippy still. And then we're going to launch the Photos app. We're going to take a look at some photos, and we're going to change the color and all that to these, and that all worked really quickly in my opinion. These are high resolution images that I'm taking a look at here, and some video zooming in and out, all pretty quick. So here we're going to take a look at the Asphalt 8 Airborne game, and we're going to see how fast it is. It seems to be loading faster than the M4 slightly, and playing faster. So according to benchmarks, it's 15% faster CPU and 30% faster GPU. So I'm trying this AI image generation app called Draw Things, and the M5 is supposed to be 4 times faster for AI-driven workflows, or LLMs, than the M4. And the MacBook Air M5 had finished this image in 42 seconds. I tested the MacBook Air M4 separately, and that finished the image in 2 minutes and 1 second. And I tested the MacBook Neo, and that finished in 4 minutes and 44 seconds. And then lastly for this test, the iPad Pro M1 finished this image in 3 minutes and 43 seconds. So my conclusion is that the MacBook Air M5 is quicker than the M4 in every way, and especially with AI. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again next time.